Friends, it's certainly true that when you smoke, you want smoothness, mildness, and deep down enjoyment. And that's precisely what you'll get with every Lucky Strike you light, because there's never a rough puff in a Lucky. Just think of that, friends. Luckies are always smooth, mild, and mellow every puff of the way. For you see, it takes fine tobacco to make a fine cigarette. And LSMFT, Lucky Strike means fine tobacco. Now, fine tobacco costs more, and Luckies pay more. That's right, Luckies pay millions of dollars more than official parity prices to get ripe, mellow tobacco for your Lucky Strike. Just listen for a moment to what the tobacco experts say about the kind of leaf Lucky Strike buys. Take Mr. L. Garland Griffin, a tobacco auctioneer from Clarksville, Virginia, who recently said, "All in all, I've sold over 100 million pounds of tobacco. And season after season, I've seen Lucky Strike buy fine tobacco. Prime, ripe leaf. The kind of tobacco for downright good smoking. I've smoked Lucky's regularly for 14 years. Now there's a tip for you, friends, from a man who really knows tobacco. So for your own deep-down smoking enjoyment, light up a Lucky. You'll agree with the tobacco experts, with the millions who choose Luckies for a finer, milder, smoother smoke. Yes, puff after puff, pack after pack. There's never a rough puff in a Lucky.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Noir Bar, and thank you for traveling back some 78 years to 1942 to join us here at Noir Bar. And as you are probably aware, if you came over from Cocktail Hour or bar hopped with us, joining me at the bar, Far Zeus me. Far, how was your how was your travel of 78 years into the past? Was it good?
Bumpy.
Nice. And Weebo Jones, Weebs, how was your 78-year journey?
Like I've come home. I actually feel like I aged backwards. I'm like 5 now. I feel young again. Because they have taken their toll on me, as you can tell.
Hazmat Sazboy says he hates 1942. There's nothing good. That's so not true. There's so many great things in 1942. Sure, it was racist as hell, but not in this bar. In this bar, that doesn't happen.
It's equal opportunity.
That's right.
I'll have you know.
Everyone's welcome to come in and get drunk. It's fine.
Holly, name 12 individual things that were good about 1942. I'll wait.
12 individual things?
Yeah.
Okay. The United States was involved in an extremely just war, defeating powers of imperialism and naked conquest. That was
okay. That's one.
Okay. 2, cigarettes were richer and stronger and more readily available.
Okay, that's 2.
Okay.
You're allowed to advertise for them.
Which leads 3. You were allowed to
I will allow it.
You were allowed to openly advertise for both liquor and cigarettes. Because people are going to do what they're going to do. That's 3. No, that's
Wait, you guys can't advertise for alcohol?
Not as openly. Like, it's really, really restricted where and how you can do it and so forth. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, so we're still going here, right?
3.
Inflation wasn't nearly as high, so the money you had bought you a fuck of a lot more. Gasoline was cheap as dirt, as one example, right? Okay, number 5. Political Islam wasn't a thing yet, so there were no jihadis running around exploding things, including themselves.
That you know of.
Okay, generally speaking, so that's 5. Women's clothes, weebs, come on, right?
Okay, yes, I'll give that to you.
Okay, the seamed pantyhose, like the seam up the back, was a regular occurrence. It wasn't just fetish wear back then. I mean, which is a great thing. Women's clothing was demure yet alluring at the same time. It was a great thing. So that's 6. 7, men got to wear cool hats that hadn't been appropriated by atheist neckbeards yet.
That one.
Okay. Regularly available new blues and jazz as well as swing music could be heard any night of the week at any one of your local haunts. Awesome. That's 8.
8.
Okay. 9. Frank Sinatra was still in his prime. Oh, hell to the yeah.
Right, so 9.
Because that's 9. 10. Let's see, 1942. It has to be non-fictional, right? Oh, you could listen to the Shadow radio plays new. They were fresh. What evil lurks in the hearts of men? Well, tune in on Sunday night to find out. The Shadow knows. That's number.
10.
That's
We got 10.
That's number
We
10.
got 2 more.
So I need 2 more.
Yeah.
Oh,
no cheating.
I got it.
No
Oh, I got a good one. You know, 40% ABV alcohol by volume. Okay, 80 proof liquor was not the norm. 50% was the norm. They've lowered it now to the lowest legal amount that they can and still sell it and call it liquor, 40%. The only reason they didn't go lower is because any lower and they legally couldn't call it liquor. The norm was 50%, 100 proof in the 1940s. That's 11. Okay. And then, Weebo's volume is low. I'll turn her and far up. I probably just got their window down. Roll over. Turn the hangout up. There we go. That should be better. And then, what should be the last one? Number 12. What was a great thing about 1942? Oh, it's where Noir Bar exists.
That's cheating.
That's cheating.
Still owe me 12.
I still owe you one more because I want the last one to be a real. Oh, Jesus! Paul Farrell has a great point. Full auto guns bought from Sears. Well done, Paul Farrell. Yes, you could buy yourself a fully automatic Thompson submachine gun. Just no problem. You can order it from Sears Roebuck.
All right. I'll take it. I will accept that.
And thank you, Unholy Reaper. You get the Naked Eva Green because you donated the big $25. Thank you very much. This bar really needs to keep a more regular schedule, barkeep. Here, for your potato. Now give me a black coffee and bourbon. Well, 4 roses, I'm assuming, is his regular order. So double 4 roses and black coffee it is. There's another thing. Back in the 40s, men would just pour bourbon into their rich, dark, uncreamed or sugared coffee. When men were men, smoking unfiltered cigarettes was a grand time.
Yes.
I remember when Pat was on, your boy Pat, and I was just saying the 1940s were a great time. And Pat goes, well, that depends on who you were. And I was like, oh yeah. I was like, damn it. Yeah, that was like, but not in Noir Bar because it's my place and we don't play that here.
Oh god, I the other day I had to explain to my sister, like, oh yeah, like this thing I do. It's like, what the hell is that? I'm like, oh yeah, it's set in like noir period, like just like general things. She's like, why? Like she couldn't wrap her head around like why the fuck you were so interested in the 1940s or the noir period.
That is not that uncommon of a response to get when it is that elect to tell somebody that you thing online in general.
Yeah, well, it wasn't even doing thing online that was the problem. It was just more like, why that time period?
Oh,
Like, she just
okay, all right.
yeah, couldn't seem to grasp it. I'm like, it's not my idea. I can't really explain it for him. He just likes it.
Well, now we have a list of 12 reasons why he does it.
Yeah, you can take that, clip out that list and play it back for her.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Actually,
And to which, like, most of it, she'll probably be like, no, and no. I think it's all bad.
Rejected.
I can imagine she's gonna wait a minute. Rich, strong, unfiltered cigarettes is a reason he gave? What the hell? Like,
Considering she's also started to be a fucking doctor. Yeah. It's like, but that's bad for you. What the hell?
Yeah, if I were to smoke, I think I'd be a cigars type of person.
Yeah, I hear you. Gilcotto said in chat, hey, Gilcotto, by the way, that the screen chat is broken. Yes, it is. I'm in the midst of fixing it right now.
Mm.
And it doesn't seem to be fixing itself.
Rough.
Oh, no,
Awesome.
hold on. What? Is it happening?
Is it fixing?
Yeah,
No,
it's
is it?
fixed.
Oh,
It,
okay.
It's a Christmas miracle,
We'll
Woohoo.
find out.
but it's
in a
not really
minute.
Christmas.
Okay, but real talk for a hot second, right?
Mhm.
Because so you're talking about your sister about that happens online and her not understanding of things, and I relate to that so hard because let me tell you, the amount of times that people do question why it is that I would waste my time with any of this nonsense. That's streaming, that's, you know, doing anything on Discord, that's editing videos out, and they're like, why would you spend that much time doing those things? Well, because I like to do things. It's kind of like when you sit in front of the TV for 4 hours straight, you know? Or
Yeah.
sit in front of your phone looking at, like, I don't know, posts on Instagram for like 2 hours straight. It's kind of like that, except I'm productive. So suck
But
it.
I'm productive.
Yeah, nice. Thank you, Cryptic, for the $5 tip to the bartender. Hello, whiteness, my old friend. Glad to see you stream again. Thank you, Cryptic. Greatly appreciate. Yeah, it's been a while, man. It's been a while, and that's why I got excited about the idea of doing a blend over. I need to stream more and produce more videos and other things like that. But I've had big, unfortunately, depressing IRL things going on. But well, I was about to say they're getting better, but they're not. They're actually getting worse. But you know, whatever. When it rains, it tsunamis. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right.
Yeah.
Where rains, it's not okay.
Yeah.
It comes in at you sideways from the ocean instead of the skies.
Yeah. And Evolved Potato's already there, putting our links up in chat. Greatly appreciated. Hey,
Thank you,
let me show you something crazy here. Because unlike over a cocktail hour, I actually prepare things for people to talk about and laugh
Oh,
at.
ouch.
Yeah.
I don't need to. We're interested enough by ourselves, Polly.
Well, you know, I've heard you tell.
What does that say about a wall? That's
Ouch. Damn.
Ouch.
Got him.
I'm a little hurt.
Oh no. You're not included in that.
Oh, well, thank you.
Just show up with your cute little accent and make everything so much fun.
Alpha Omega, yeah, I did see your
Oh God.
I did see your Streamlabs donation. What I didn't see is that it was from 3 days ago at the time. I thought you had just sent it in at the time, but it was greatly appreciated. So I read it out as if it had just come in. But one way or another, it got read out. But thank you again for that. And no, I didn't see the link, but I opened it in a separate tab, and I'm going to watch it later. Yeah. In the meantime, happy Emancipation Day.
I was born today?
Are you not looking at your screen, Weebo?
Oh.
I'm looking. I'm like,
I think I'm looking at the wrong screen. Oh, okay. I have to bolden you. That's what.
yeah.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Hang on now. Okay. You know what?
So, you know,
like, I personally don't think it's that, you know, black chicken certain race group, but you know,
black chicken.
Some people
black chicken.
No, chicken.
You know, you said black chicken.
You did.
No, I didn't.
You kind of did.
Not. Okay, if I did, then it slipped out and it was an accident.
I did not say black chicken.
I'll drink to that.
Say hi, Mark.
That was fucking great. That made my day.
I did not say black chicken. I did not.
Oh, hi, Mark.
No, okay. So Eve is here. Hello, Eve, by the way. Welcome to the bar, and you take a comfortable seat. Like, my God, when memes go too far, am I right? They get so racist. Except this isn't a meme. This is an actual KFC advertisement.
Like,
Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, is this real?
Yes,
I could believe it.
this-
Like, it
this-
seems so misguided that it's like that.
This is an actual
You know?
KFC advertisement. Because we can go over here. KFC Trinidad removes
Wow.
emancipation ad after receiving backlash over racist imagery.
Oh, that was Trinidad?
Yeah, because if you look at the bottom, right, it's like KFC.tt for Trinidad and Tobago.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't catch that bit, but okay. Wow. Wow.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. It's just chicken.
Oh my god.
Everyone loves chicken.
See what
Right?
kills me is that, I mean, this is corporate virtue signaling blowing up in their faces, as it very well should. Like, this is so proper, this is so right, this is so just. Like, oh yeah, we're behind the whole Black Power thing, and they put a chicken
It is
drumstick to it.
chicken. Oh my god. Like, there's nothing necessarily like racist about it. It's just like, but of
Someone
course.
will perceive it as racist.
Yes,
That was
exactly.
the thing. That was what I was
Exactly.
trying to get at. But you know this went through like several levels of marketing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's always my
thoroughness.
favorite. That's always my favorite part with shit like that, you know?
Like,
It's
how
like,
many idiots did this have to pass over before?
yeah,
Good
right?
question.
To market?
Good fucking
Fucking right.
question.
But that's why I always point out with like anything like this, like, you know, someone had to sit down and make that idea.
Yeah.
Someone had to have that idea approved by a committee. Someone had to go over the committee and then approve the committee. Someone had to go and actually make the damn thing. Like, it's so many steps.
Now,
So many steps.
but corporate people that are sitting around a boardroom, I don't know if you've ever sat in like a manager's meeting or anything like that in your jobs, like departmental meetings, and I've been in manager meetings, and the kind of if there's ever stovepipe thinking, it's in rooms like that. If there's ever closed to the outdoor myopic view of the world, it's in those meetings where
You
they
mean like disconnected and they don't quite have
right.
clue? Okay.
One person just has to say it's a good idea, who's in authority, and everyone else just starts going, yeah. And because there isn't a lot of outside criticism that is encouraged, and free discussion is not encouraged, it's just not what happens in those environments. That, like, how many idiots had to approve this? Probably not too many, because it's such a closed thought group. Like, there's not many new signals coming in where someone's going to go, Jesus Christ, it's a fucking chicken drumstick. You don't know the racist association? Do you want to put a slice of watermelon there too, morons? Think about what you're doing.
What you're saying is it was probably just one idiot who had the biggest of them all.
Yeah. I mean, you could have just done like KFC Trinidad, because it's like happy, like in celebration for Emancipation Day, KFC's like, you know, it says Happy Emancipation Day, like the way they would say Happy 4th of July. No problems. But you had to go with the Black Power fist because you're down with the fucking Black Lives Matter, whatever the fuck. There's your corporate stupidity in action. And it blew up in their faces, as it rightly should, because you guys are fucking morons for involving yourself in social movements. You sell breaded deep fried chicken. Get a fucking clue.
I really like breaded deep.
Well, let's talk about their breaded deep fried chicken, because I have an issue to raise. You see this delicious,
all right.
You see this delicious looking piece of chicken?
Uh-huh.
I think it's really wrong that they went to Popeyes and got a delicious piece of chicken that they then put in their KFC ad. Because ain't no KFC looking like this, is my point.
So do they have a Popeyes in Trinidad?
No, well, that's assuming this ad was made in Trinidad. I think it was probably made in Manhattan somewhere.
How'd they get
the
I'm
I think
fairly
they just
certain
took a
that you
picture
can.
of it, and then they just, they turned it in Photoshop.
Yeah, see, what you do is that you right click on the image in Photoshop, and then you hit the turn
Oh.
counterclockwise 90 degrees. It's,
I see.
it's and then they added this. That's not a real shadow off to the side. They added. Yeah, I know. They added that.
I thought that they were
Right.
just doing some really good lighting right there, with the little shadows that outline what is the fingers of the fist. Wow, I was bamboozled.
Yeah, more I look at it, the worse it gets, because it's not even shadowed that well.
No, it's really not. This is just a straight
Honestly-
gradient. Like, it's...
It really, this is like me shading something. Oh my god, I thought I was bad. I thought I was fucking terrible and lazy about that. Oh my god.
Oh no, dear, you're just. Don't worry about it. It's no big deal.
So, if you're new to Noir Bar, if you followed us over from Cocktail Hour, not knowing what the fuck's going on, this is what we do over here. It's oh, wait a minute.
We find dumb shit and we laugh at it.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
fine.
Well, I was about to say, well, some soft bluesy jazz plays in the background, but the fucking band is being lazy and hasn't started playing yet. So let me kick them in the ass.
Oh, again, you should really fire.
I know.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's not doing the job.
Well, I mean, do you think I'm paying them? They're showing up for... I'm paying them in exposure.
You're paying them.
That's
in
some
exposure. You know what?
1940s like thought processes there, Paul.
You know what? Now I don't blame them. Fuck you. Paying them in exposure.
Hey, Ebony Williams is here, and she makes a good point. That's probably not a drumstick. That's probably a drumette. You know, like half a chicken wing. Like you know what I'm talking about. You've never gone for chicken wings in your life? You've never eaten chicken wings?
I
usually
don't
get-
like the bones.
Yeah, I get mine boneless. I don't care about anything that has.
I
Get my bones elsewhere. That's my drift.
chat. I'm there's two people sitting in my bar that have no idea what chicken wings look like. This is amazing to me.
I don't like the bones. Is that such a big thing?
Well, I mean, like I have a vague idea of what a chicken is supposed to look like, but it's not my main. It's not my main hoe. It's my side hoe.
Oh,
Why do you have that up, Polly?
because we're going to talk about this.
Okay.
It's not.
That we're talking about.
It's not. Well, hold on. Don't spoil. Don't. It's chat hasn't seen it yet. Don't spoil. You're ahead of the game. Gilcado asks, will you ever lower the table for Stooley so Stooley can easily access its alcohol? You know, yeah, we find... Anyway, I was trying to say, that's what we do over here at Noir Bar. It's a chill environment where we don't talk politics. Not really. We just laugh at stuff as if, like, the bartender, that's me, sitting behind the bar is like, guys, I was just reading this newspaper article. Look at this. These people are fucking stupid, am I right? And then we're all like, ha! That's the fun. That's what we do. Late night chill stream. Because there's enough people.
Or we find like the cult website.
Yeah, we
great.
are actually going to be talking about two insane cults tonight because they're ridiculous fools.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
My body is ready.
cool. Because if you want to listen to somebody complain about what AOC said on Twitter today, there's like 1,500 different streams you can go find where people are doing that. And I do political science for a living. I don't want to do it in my chill time. You know what I mean?
I feel
Yeah.
You hear it? Okay. And Stooley, for those of you who don't know, is the stool at the back that some people think is on fire that clearly isn't. It's just with...
He's just chill.
Yeah, it's just within range of the fireplace at the back. And we have a fireplace because...
Just vibing.
Oh, wait a minute. That was weird.
Oh.
The settings on my new phone that I was talking about, the one that I got a super cheap price on, that's the only reason I actually have a phone now, because I was able to find one for super cheap. It's letting out like weird beeps and squawks because I haven't set the notifications properly yet, so I hear this doo-doo-doo-doo, like what the fuck? I'm not used to all these sounds and noises going on. Okay, anyway, and I've been drinking. And I'm caffeinated. So weird things are going to happen. Moving on.
You have a depressant and a stimulant. Nothing can here.
With a lot of pseudoephedrine. Woohoo!
Ooh!
Justice for Stooley. Yeah, there's some people that really think that I'm trying to torture Stooley back there, and I'm not, man. Stooley's the coolest. It's okay. So let's talk about this picture from the future that somebody sent me here, because it's not topical, but it is a discussion. I saw this today, and I started thinking about it. I saw the word. So, cat girls.
Oh no.
Yeah. What about cat girls?
Okay.
Oh no.
Now, this was posted with the comment that I found extremely confusing by one Shady. Now, I'm not trying to call out Shady. Shady's the coolest.
Oh,
But-
I think I know where it's going.
Okay. But Shady says, cat girls do not have 4 ears, they have 2. Because, you know, the cat ears up the top of their head. And it occurred to me, the amount of times that I've heard people actually make this complaint, like, cat girls are supposed to be sexy, right? Like, that's the theory anyway. As I understand, the animu obsessives are really into their cat girls. What is it that they want? Like, this is an actual question I have. Do they want smooth, side-headed cat girls? Because that would look weird. They would look like amputees of some sort.
No, because the hair would.
But their hair is going to get brushed back at some point, and they're going to look like a very bad burn victim that have had their ears singed straight off.
Holly, they have cat ears and tails. You think that they really would mind if they were missing the other pair of ears?
I think it would be weird. Like
You think it would be weird,
it might,
but also cat ears and tail.
It might sound funny to say, but yes, cat girls should have 4 ears. Because they'll look extremely bizarre without them. Like, look, you could see,
Okay.
look, hold on, you said their hair's brushed over, right? 1, 2, 3 cat girls. All 3 cat girls, you can see their side ears. This is normal, right? Well, what's with the complaint that do you really want to see smooth-headedness? I mean, no, cat girls should have 4 ears. That's...
I don't think that they should.
What?
Like, I don't give a shit, but I don't think that they should.
I don't give a shit, but
Like, if we're going for consistency's sake, and you want the most realistic cat girl you can get,
yeah.
cat girls with their parents.
Remove it, yeah.
And of all potato
And
takes the
now that
contrarian
I've
position. Nice.
looked at it, there are actual images of cat girls without. Don't look that weird, Polly.
No, hold on, look.
Oh.
Ryan Walters says Polly wants to amputate humanoid ears from cat girls. Okay, that's the exact opposite of what I want. What? Apparently, I've been poorly
No,
expressing
I wanna
myself up
amputate
until
them.
now. Their hair covers where their ears would otherwise be. See, this is what... Okay, Gokado, that's exactly the point that Weibo made. But look, we have 3 cat girls here. And cat girls can't have pixie cuts because you will see their bizarre mutated smooth side-headedness? That's not sexy. See, I'm not even an animu fan. Far, you're the weeb.
What? Wow.
Well, you are. In the context of this conversation of the
yes.
3 people that are sitting at the bar right now, you're the weeb. I'm sorry, it's true.
Okay. Great, I guess. I don't really care one way or the other. It's like it's a cat girl. What do you expect? It's not real.
See, and even Zelthor comes up with the same comment. Well, it's because their hair's covering it up. Zelthor, are you into the smooth-sided, weird cat-headed girls? Are you trying to say you'd find that attractive? No, you wouldn't. You want 4-eared cat girls. You just haven't thought it through yet. See, that's what I'm doing. I'm asking you to think about
If
it.
you want consistency, then yeah, like smooth-headed. But it's like at the same time, it's not a real thing. Although I do have to wonder, like, okay, so say I have 4 ears, right?
Yeah.
Can they hear out of each of those ears?
How's it going, Becca? And B Junkie is just like, fucking cat girls, I'm gonna go play with the bears tipping over my trash.
Are they bear girls?
Well, and
Do they also have 2 ears or 4?
And Frank Hubbard brings
Like,
up that there's
yeah.
there's no KFC or cat girls in 1942 or anime in 1942. I brought it back with me.
Well, technically there is anime. Technically, it's just not this.
In 1942, there was anime.
Think of as anime.
Well, it's like the early stages of it. Like people were animating.
Really?
Well, yeah.
Aww, you made an image. Sorry,
Yes, I did.
checked Twitter and you tagged me in it.
There you go.
The most ambitious crossover.
Yeah.
Wait, Holly, I know you don't formally titled
An exception.
Miss and call it crossover.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. You want me to do that right now? Is that what you're...
Whenever you have
Might as
time.
well.
All
If
right.
you happen to have just a moment in your busy schedule.
Betty Boop is the inspiration for anime? Is that true?
Are you serious?
One of them.
Really?
Like a lot of like Western animation actually of that time period is. But yeah, Betty Boop is one of them.
About olive oil.
I don't like. My knowledge on it isn't like that in depth. It's like very like basic bitch.
Betcha Pepe Le Pew. Some bearing on the popularity.
Oh my god.
For one reason or another.
Considering like one of the earliest animation pieces in Japan, it's like basically porn. I don't think they really needed Pepe Le Pew.
A little bit of Pepe Le Pew inspiration into anime.
Apparently the band is slightly too loud over Weibo.
I'm
Slightly.
Sorry.
Holy shit, who's got the fucking muffler-free vehicle beside them?
I'm sorry.
Was that you?
That's yeah.
I did,
That happens sometimes. I love it when that.
I did turn down the... Or told the band to quiet down when Platty had mentioned it earlier. Somebody saying it again?
She DM'd me.
Ah, well, I did turn it down. And it's not my fault that Weibo decides to be all quiet and mousy when she speaks. Talk up, girl!
I'm literally...
Oh.
I'm always the loudest person in the room. If I'm quiet, it is because you have messed with the settings.
No.
Boy,
Well, I can't mess with the settings. It's a fucking Google Hangout, man. It picks the volume for you. It's one of the reasons I don't
I
like
don't know
it.
what it is. You did something, though.
Nah, I ain't done shit.
Okay.
So, but
I'm even talking louder.
so do we want to? Which do we want to talk about? Cults to begin with, or do we want to talk? Where do we want to go from here?
Well, Weibo is the guest.
Yeah, Weibo. What do you want?
We can talk about cults.
So
Let's talk about cults.
okay, you have two choices: atheist cult with all the earmarks of a religious cult, or religious cult.
Kind of religious cult.
Black Hebrew Israelites.
Is everyone... Oh, no one dies at the end.
They are the worst.
They really are.
You missed what I was saying. I said no one dies at the end, so first.
Well, actually,
No,
the
that's-
anecdote that I have to share this week from Black Hebrew Israelites, somebody did die.
Oh shit, do that one first then.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Sorry, I'm in a morbid mood today.
Yeah.
All right, very well.
Woo!
So let's just grab us some Otomo grabs here. Hold on, my potato's working. It's working. It's doing its thing.
Running.
Yep.
It's turning into vodka.
You do it.
Oh, Evo Potato, thank you very much for the tip. And he says, it's not contrarian. It's the base thinking in anime and manga that cat girls and the like only have 2 ears. It's a joke that cat girls would have 4 ears. It would not. It would be evolutionarily redundant. Well, you know, there.
That's why I asked the question:
That-
can they hear out of all 4 of their ears?
No, well, hold on now. First of all, this reminds me of something that Farah said earlier. She was talking about cat girls and like cat girls aren't real. Okay, now first of all, they're in Area 51. They exist. People were just afraid to actually rush Area 51, and we would have cat girls now if they had lived up to what they planned to do.
Okay, let me explain why 4 cat girl ear is a bad idea. All right.
All right.
Anatomy speaking wise, biologically, evolution, right? The brain of said cat girl would have to be shapen in a bit bigger in the temporal like area for the allowance of double function. Because of that, the skull would be then it would look even better. So you have to give somewhere. Do you want flat skull where the ears would have otherwise been, or do you want Michigan large skull?
Okay, look. First of all, I reject the idea that it's evolutionarily redundant. Okay? Because there are all kinds of biological redundancies throughout the animal kingdom. First of all, we have
Name two.
human beings have 2 lungs and we have 2 kidneys. There. Now, as for sensory organs being redundant, all of the compound eyes throughout the insect kingdom. Okay, think about like chameleons. They have 2 eyes that rotate separately from each other and perceive separate things on either side of their head. And their brains are developed in such a way that they can perceive separate images independently.
Yeah, and that's a defense mechanism. That's evolution based.
Yeah, so these cat girls would be wicked huntresses because they've got ears to the side and ears up in the top. So they've got like 360 degrees of hearing.
But your main argument was that no ears would be weird looking, and I am countering that with very same thing. Checkmate, atheist.
All right then.
Geez.
I had to do that.
Oh my god.
It seemed like the opportune moment since we're about to talk about cults.
Yeah, no fair.
Yeah, 2 lungs are definitely not redundant. You need both your lungs.
And we're
I
assuming
like having 2 lungs.
we are assuming that it is a redundancy because there's a question of whether or not it's actual biological redundancy. As B Junkie says, 2 lungs are definitely not redundant. They're purposeful. You know what I mean? It's so like just because there's more than one of something doesn't mean that it's necessarily redundancy. Those human side ears could be vestigial. They developed the ears, and the human ears just never really went away because that happens.
My question is, who
But
banged
it's
a
still
cat
came out of them.
and produced the first cat girl? That's what I
Okay, well here's the other. Okay, you know what? I have an argument that relates to that. Okay, why is it the vestigial human ears never went away? I'll tell you why. Because it's about passing along biological traits. Nobody would ever want to bang a smooth-sided headed cat girl, so only the cat girls that have human ears got laid. Therefore, that trait was passed along. See?
How would you know?
Because when you look at... Okay, I'm going into Photoshop and I'm going to make some smooth-sided headed cat girls and I'm going to show you. Can't you imagine how horrific that would look? It's like taking a fucking... it's like looking at a Ken doll. It's smooth. It's creepy.
You know what? Do it, and we will have a scientific study over it.
Apparently I'm
Put that in
shallow.
here.
as part of
Which
it.
one would you rather bang? The one with the smooth side or the human ear?
The smooth ear having bitch, or the quadro freak?
Yeah, quadro ear.
See,
What
I
you
noticed
at
like,
quad ears?
alien nation cats. Exactly. It would look weird. And Jacob Jet said, where did this go? See, Jacob Jets, he's an authentic weeb, and he's unabashedly one. Unlike Far, he's willing to claim his status. We should have him here talking about that, you know, because I'm sure he backs me up on this
Oh.
4-eared cat girl thing.
I really can think about it.
And Unholy Reaper asks, why are we wasting our time on this argument? Alcohol.
'Cause
The answer is alcohol.
To win. I'm competitive and I want to win.
No, but you make a good point. I think we have covered the issue thoroughly.
Extensively. On to cults.
Yes, on to cult.
Yeah, so please tell me about the people that died. It's the cult.
Yes.
Okay, I've got Eve sending me DMs of cat people.
Oh my god.
Okay.
It's again.
I would link you, Jacob Jet, if you want, but we're leaving the cat girls behind and we're moving on to murderous, crazy cults now. I don't know if you'd want to be part of that particular conversation.
I can get behind this movement.
All right, let's talk about these folk. Share screen for the ladies at the bar so they can see what the hell we're talking about. And there they are. There they are.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh god, I just realized I can't even say that on stream.
No, you can't.
Yeah,
I know
I
what
can't say that on stream. We were joking about this in Discord quite a bit, and using bad words. Using a lot of no words. But it's okay. We got our N-word passes from Mustafa, so it's fine.
Oh, excellent. Okay, then we're good.
I don't want an N-word pass. Why are you guys so fixated on that? Jesus.
It's funny.
Oh shit.
I think I can sell counterfeit and we're make a profit.
You know, on a quick side note, Unholy Reaper says there isn't enough alcohol to make me think hard about something this stupid. You know, see, that's why I want to have like the gun stream where we just like talk about like incredibly nerdy stuff. I don't want to get outside like exterior ballistics. I want to have a conversation just about like different cartridges and their various comparative utilities, but not even get into the range of like external ballistics in terms of like terminal ballistics and their defensive use and so forth. But there would be like 5 people there listening at the most. You know, that's I need a side channel.
I
Whereas
think
the cat girls, you have like thousands of people apparently.
Well,
I think you're wrong. I think the gun stream would be popular with the audience.
I really don't think it would be. It would be just too nerdy, like too technical. Like I'm not saying I mean, Unholy Reaper understands the technical aspects of firearms to a much greater degree than I do, but it would still be an interesting conversation to have. And you know, drag Sinatra in too, because he's all into guns, and Weibo might want to be there, but I really only think there'd be 5-10 people there listening.
I disagree. I think that they would be super interested.
Functional asks, is that the casting call for the new start of Star Trek's new show Klingons? No, it's not. Although it really does look like they're at a fucking con, doesn't it? Looks like they're doing.
Yeah, we were joking that they were like Dragon Ball Z.
Well, you know, it's funny. We can go back and look at like, you know, they really do love their. This is some of the.
Yeah, they look like it though. Like compare it to like.
Oh, come on, let's go.
To like what Dragon Ball Z costumes look like, and it looks so much like
Their
it.
art is literally taken. Like these are memes from Hebrew. Okay, these are the Hebrew Israelites, in case you didn't know who we're talking
Yeah,
about.
this is them.
And their memes that they put all over online are full of Dragon Ball Z imagery. They just rip it straight off from there. Like, look at it. It's all just like Dragon Ball Z shit. And this, I mean,
I think it's majestic, and I think you're not giving the credit that it deserves.
Why are you showing this to us? I was just cracking up laughing. I couldn't stop.
Quinn the cultist even knows the fuck. What do they call it derisively? The
Yahawashi.
the Harlem Hebrew. They're made up of Lashwan Kadash. Lashwan Kadash. I don't remember the name of it. I've heard it enough times. They're made up in a way for pronouncing Hebrew, and it really is made up. That from their view, Paleo Hebrew is original Hebrew, and they're the only ones that know how to pronounce it correctly. And shockingly, their pronunciation is just everything is pronounced with an A. Everything's like a noise. So people joke that it sounds like babies babbling when they talk, like la shwai kadash like is every. So anyway, some people in chat are probably saying, who the fuck are you talking about? We're talking about the Hebrew Israelites, and they are a group of people that I think are fairly defined as a cult, or at the very least, a fringe religious movement at best. From their perspective,
Yes.
African Americans are descendants of the tribe of Judah, and they break up the entire world according to the biblical 12 tribes of Israel, and everybody on earth can be understood as descendants of one or another biblical figure. White folks, for example, are like Esau, they're Edomites. Black folks are from the tribe of Judah. Puerto Ricans are from a different tribe, and so forth. So from their perspective, and they're extremely into their eschatology, like meaning like doomsday bullshit. That they predicted a whole host of the camps, as they call them, or sects really, but just they refer to them as camps. Different groups of them throughout the United States that have a shockingly large amount of members, including 2 members of Boys to Men, I just found out yesterday.
Yo.
I don't know what that means.
What?
Like,
Boys to Men.
the R&B group, Boys to Men, the 4 guys who are like fantastically talented singers, 2 of them are IUIC members.
That means-
I think IUIC. They all go by various acronyms. IUIC is Israel United in Christ. They deny the divinity of Christ, but yet somehow are constantly obsessively saying Jesus was black and he's one of us. He's a member of the tribe of Judah, even though biblically he's not associated with the tribe of Judah. But what does that matter? Because they're making it all up anyway. These people are hilariously fun to follow. If they weren't dangerous, they would be hysterical. But they're actually dangerous, so it kind of ruins some of the comedy. So yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Apocalyptic imagery left, right, and center like you see here. Oh yeah, Yawashis High is Thanos. Like, right.
Hawashi.
Yeah.
I love the little, like, not the little, the fucking bling on his chest.
Oh yeah, the So, I mean, in classical Judaic thought, I mean, this is, or Judaic tradition, this is like the part of the temple garments that the Sadducees would wear, but they make it out like it's, they make it into a bling pendant, like Farr said, with,
Yeah, the infinity bling.
yeah, with the infinity gems in it, and it's like, Thanos, why not? This will get people talking, and sure, let's put a crown of thorns on him as well, because why not?
It's Jesus.
Yeah.
Do it.
Black Hebrew Israelites are greater than Naruto? Okay. So why did I want to talk about these guys and they're like, they actually stand out in public like this, like with the fringes and the colors
Like
and
they're about to go out and collect those Dragon Balls.
yeah.
They look like they're very old version of Power Rangers. Like early Power Rangers. A villain.
Yeah.
So I mean, and here they are out in public. Like, it's not like this is just something that's going on behind closed doors. If you live in any big city in America, either you're in Dallas, you're in New York, you're in Washington, D.C., you're in Philadelphia in a big way. GOCC's really big in Philadelphia, one of the camps. And they get on the mic, and if you've ever heard the memes of, "That's right," that whole thing, that's them. They're the ones.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, and here he is with a Bible, because they stand out there and they read cherry-picked biblical verses that predict their victory and everybody else's doom in the War of Armageddon that's right around the corner. They predicted it was going to happen by the millennium. It obviously didn't, because we're still here. And then a number of the camps were promoting the 400-year prophecy that was going to come to fruition in 2019. Well, here we are in 2020. Obviously, it didn't happen. So they recalculated, as cults often do when their doomsday prophecies don't come to pass, that since the slaves arrived in 1619, as we know, thank you 1619 Project, New York Times, you're really doing great work rewriting history in your own sick vision. The first slaves arrived on American shores in 1619, which would make 2019 400 years, thus the end of the 400-year prophecy, and that's where they got that number from. But they arrived in August of 1619, which means that what? Right now, this very month, is when it's supposed to be happening.
Oh shit! So activity's been hyping up. Telling me.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
It supposedly the 400-year prophecy is coming to pass right now, and I was already joking that I want to do a stream on September 1st and be, oh, what happened? Oh no, we're still here. What do you know? You fucks.
I don't know, man. The way that 2020's been going, it seems like the end times are near.
Now,
So maybe they're right.
it saddens me how many people get caught up in this. Now, if you want to understand just how far gone it is, Nick Cannon with all the bullshit that he started talking, where Jews are the true Jews and white people are the real savages, and all that bullshit that he got himself caught up in talking to Professor Griff on his podcast, and he got fired from some of his projects, but not all of them, and then ended up apologizing meekly very quickly afterwards. And there was a whole big thing around Nick Cannon with that, like about a month ago. A lot of the crap that he was spouting, a lot of the bullshit, comes directly from these characters. Because their argument is they're the true Jews. And the Ashkenazi Jews that you see over in Israel are cultural and heritage thieves. They're imposters that have stolen their identity as the real Hebrews. Crazy. So, why am I talking about them, and where's the violence that Weibo so badly wanted to hear about?
Yes!
Yeah, death.
Well,
Death, destruction, mayhem. Woo!
well, I'll tell you, I'll tell you the story that I learned not too long ago. These groups started around one organization called One West, because One West, 125th Street in Harlem, I believe, is where their original headquarters was placed. So all of the groups that splintered out of that original main headquarters are all called One West or One Westers, or nicknamed that. One of the proto-organizations, because there have been Black Hebrew organizations of this sort, centered usually in and around New York, have been around since the mid-60s and into the 70s. One of these proto-groups spawned a guy that they had this idea, this malarkey crazy idea that their enemies, the people that they should really be taking out to progress their ideological worldview, were Black preachers and ministers that were preaching and ministering Christianity, because they're the enemies. It's like Edomites and Esau and all of the problems that they have. Asians, they are really not big fans of Asians and so forth, because they are also the cursed and so forth, and are going to be just... What's that?
What African?
Yeah, they're not African. That's the
Really weird.
they are strongly opposed. A number of the camps are extremely strongly opposed to the idea that they're Africans. They're not. They're Hebrews. And the Africans, they love making fun of them. Some of the most racist memes against Black folks in general I have ever seen come from these camps, making fun of Africans, saying we're not them.
Yeah, and it's not even like something where you can kind of laugh at how ridiculous it is.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's just like really fucked.
So the story goes like this. One of those proto organizations, Black Hebrew organizations, one of their members, one of their more zealous members, with this idea that their enemy are, one of their main enemies are Black preachers teaching Christianity, because they're teaching false doctrine, right? They have this truth. We're gonna spread this truth. That's right, out in the street screaming at anyone that will listen. So they get it in their head, we all know who Martin Luther King Jr. was. Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. His father, Martin Luther King Sr., was also a Christian preacher. And they got it in their head that this one guy did, that this guy needs to be taken out. So he goes to the church where Martin Luther King Sr., and this is in 1970, I believe is the year. This is only a few short years after Martin Luther King was famously shot dead by James Earl Ray in 1968. Okay, yeah, we're going to go kill Martin Luther King's father. Oh, great thinking. Wonderful idea. What could go wrong? So,
Everything.
in the middle of the church service, this guy stands out, pulls out two guns, screams out repeatedly, "I'm in charge here, I'm taking over, I'm in charge here," and starts shooting. And he tries shooting at Martin Luther King Sr., the minister, the preacher, doesn't hit him. Hits somebody standing in the line of fire and kills her. Shoots the organist, this poor woman in her 60s just playing the organ for the service, and shoots Martin Luther King's mother. This person killed Martin Luther King's mother, as well as injuring numerous other people, but the three dead people were a parishioner, the organist, and Martin Luther King's mom.
Organists never do to anybody. Just sit there and they play. It's a tough job, man.
Apparently dangerous.
No, I'm not trying
Apparently.
to. I'm not trying to point like, okay, these guys particular that you see on screen, or these particular guys, and these are like the early One Westers and so forth, or these extra militant looking superheroes here. Look at these guys, and these are the guys who got the truth, right? I mean, these guys are really going to fill you with some straight street knowledge, right? And knowledge as to your real heritage. I mean, come on, he's got that's a Star of David bling and the DIY gauntlets here. Fucking hell.
And his Naruto headband.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, and like I said, I'm not trying to directly blame these guys for this. That's not the point. The point is that this kind of thinking where everything is about enemies and everything is about opposition to somebody, and somebody has stolen something from you, a religious movement based in this level of grievance, to the point where, dude, one of your believers in this strain of thinking ended up shooting Martin Luther King's mother in the middle of a church service, for God's sake. And I only found out about this story a couple of days ago, and I'm like, how the fuck did this not ruin their reputation permanently for all time? But it's kind of an unknown story. I don't get it. You think that...
Because it's not marketable for outrage. Still an agenda. One of those, like, fuck, that happened? Kind of thing. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the best that I can figure it myself, is that it just became nothing more than a historical footnote. Sadly. And it's like, no, I think that reputation should follow you around. Because you do spend all day yelling at people that aren't of a given ethnic extraction, that they're going to die horribly in Armageddon, which is right around the corner. I mean, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, but I mean, how about forcibly confronting them with your own freedom of speech and telling them to get fucked?
Do it! But what happens?
Yeah. Well,
I don't know, if one of them can, like, shoot up a church like that, and no one has any qualms with that, it might not go well with you.
oh, I'm certain people had qualms with it, but it just, like I said, it never became part of their reputation. Like I was saying, it never... You think it would haunt them constantly. Oh, right.
The truth.
The truth. I forgot about this. I forgot I had this up in the background.
Oh, God.
This is from a Hebrew Israelite blog. Now, this individual, this gentleman who runs this blog, claims that he is not a Hebrew Israelite. He's Hebrew Israelite adjacent. And threatened... Who the fuck knows? But threatened to sue certain people who called him a Hebrew Israelite. But then again, he threatens to sue everybody. You know, the cockroach in his apartment is like, I'll sue you. You know, stubs his toe. He wants to sue the nightstand. This guy. This is from his The Truth blog. And I was reading on this. Now, this is the first African Baptist church, the oldest black church in America, which it is. Yeah, it's in Georgia. If you have a chance to see it, you should. It doesn't look much from the outside. Inside, really, really impressive, and it dates from the 1770s. So it's a great thing to see if you're ever down there. But because these guys are of the impression that they are the original Hebrews, and that when taken from Africa, they were as slaves. Their forefathers taken from Africa as slaves. They were taking Hebrew true Jews, not people of African heritage, but people of Hebrew heritage, into slavery. And in this church, the First African Baptist Church, is claimed that there is Hebrew text scrawled on the pews. So they make a big deal of that. It's completely illegible. It doesn't look like any writing, and anybody who's aware of Paleo-Hebrew or current Hebrew can't make any sense of it, but they can't let go of the claim. Because it's like, oh, well, these ex-slaves in 1770 knew Hebrew, therefore it proves we're the original Hebrews. And it's like, yeah, but it's not even Hebrew that's on there, so what does it matter? But what killed me is that this guy on his blog, okay, look, I teach classes and I do tutorials and stuff, and I've graded a fuck ton of papers in my life, and I couldn't resist breaking out my red pen. This is so bad.
Boy.
This church, you never start a sentence with this, guys. Like, I realize I'm going into grammar correction, but it's so terrible. It's the church was built, not this church was built, off the backs and ingenuity of people that they thought, double space for no reason, could not read or write. R-I-G-H-T, right.
Can you write? Like, well, it's a legitimate question. Like, are you like fully literate?
Right, Walter says Polly's in the grading mood. Kind of. I just couldn't help it. It's like, why is there a double space here? Why did you put a space in between the end of this word and the period? From the moment the foundation was laid, comma, the slaves were thinking of how to escape their conditions and built this historical church with the intentions of freeing themselves from their slave masters. Citation needed, because that's not true. It was used as a housing for escaped slaves, but wasn't built with that express purpose. But what does that matter? Rewrite history, right? It's a great piece of history, and it's fantastic that it's still standing, because not a lot of buildings from that time were. Why not tell the authentic noble history of this church instead of like double and tripling it up? Because when people look into it, it somehow degrades that history. Like claiming that there's Hebrew written everywhere when there absolutely isn't. Or there's no evidence that there is. You know? But it goes on. I mean, the double spaces go on. When they journeyed from the south to the north, yeah, that needs to be capitalized, bro. And he goes, being a vital organ in feeling thousands of slaves. What?
What?
Wait there. You'll get it eventually.
Did they have a stroke?
It's just written so poorly, and I don't care if you're going duh truth, because I'm not gonna, hey man, it's THE. No, I get it. You're going for a certain thing. This is we're teaching distruth. I get that, but man, if you want to do service to the history of what is authentically the first black church, the oldest black church in America, why don't you run this stuff through? Why didn't you type this out in Microsoft Word first? It would have pointed all these things out to you.
Mm-hmm.
There's programs to stop you from looking this dumb. Anyway.
But no,
yeah, but if someone's truly hell-bent on sounding dumb, don't think any amount helpful.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like the grammar and the spelling and all the extra stuff. That's just cherries on top of the ice cream that this is.
Yeah.
Wait 2 weeks.
I've been looking at these guys recently because I find like offshoot religious organizations, especially founded in America, religious organizations, to be interesting. Especially the more fringe, just the crazier it gets. Cults are just insane to me, and I find them entertaining because of how out and out ridiculous they are without anybody within the group. Like, how do you bring people on board when you're this ridiculous on the face? Do you see what I mean? Like, who, number one, Nowhere, I think it was, wrote confidence sells. Yeah, I think that's a huge part of it. The psychology of salesmanship can put your rational mind in check, where you don't think about just how stupid a lot of the shit is that they're saying, because they're saying it really confidently. See,
absolutely.
It's the only sense I can make of it, because it's so bad on the face of it. Like, for example, let's move on to a different cult, because the Ray Allen movement, intelligent design for atheists.
Yeah, here we go.
Wait a second, that makes no sense.
Look at the logo.
Yeah, let's take a closer look at that logo.
Look at the logo. And I am not drawing that.
You know what?
I said that last time you showed me this, and I'm like, I'm not drawing that.
Excuse me, but the history of the swastika is rich and longer than just.
Oh, I am aware. I am aware. I have been to Japan and seen it on all the temples and shit. They have it right there on their maps. Just think about where the temples are. But it doesn't mean I'm going to draw it.
No, of course not. But I thought I'd point it out anyway.
And I'm not certain if I've seen so much irony in a symbol icon before you combine the swastika with the Star of David. Really? Like what?
Don't worry about it. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
Yeah, just don't worry about it. It's
Don't worry
fine.
about it.
It's fine.
Because
They
cancel each other out. That's what it means.
Is that what you're supposed to take away from this? It means it's a cipher. It means 0. They cancel each other out. It's
This is a net zilch, nada, zippity doodah, nada. This is.
Quinn the cultist says it's a windmill of friendship.
I mean, I guess that is one way of looking at it.
And Eve says it's got to be a Poe. Oh, sweetheart, I wish it was. They're a UFO cult. They really exist. They've got thousands of members and they've been around for decades. Let's find out who Rial is. He's French because
Of course he is.
of course he is.
All the crazies are.
At the age of 27, on the morning of December 13th, 1973, while he was still running his successful race car magazine, Rial had an extraordinary encounter with a human being from another planet at a volcano park in the center of France, known as Foreign. This extraterrestrial gave him...
France?
What's that?
They have volcanoes in France?
It's at a volcano park. I don't know if that's just the name of it or whatever, but...
Okay, continue. Sorry, I'm confused.
Yeah, maybe they do. I don't know.
This.
Okay, the extraterrestrial, that's who he met, gave him a new, detailed explanation of our origins and information on how to organize our future, as recorded in the book, Intelligent Design. After 6 consecutive meetings at the same location, Rial accepted the mission given to him to inform humanity of this revolutionary message and to prepare mankind to welcome their creators, the Elohim. Let's just...
The what?
As in like Elohim, like the one of the titles for God from the Old Testament. Hebrew word meaning Lord. And of course he just like kind of snatches that word out of the Bible to use it for these weirdo aliens. Because remember, this isn't about God. This is intelligent design for atheists. Whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean.
Fun fact: there are 80 dormant volcanoes.
Oh.
Now we all know this.
Oh, sweet.
Hmm?
But it also looks like that the volcano park is like a very specific thing as well.
Yeah.
So.
But
the
now
more
we
you
know.
know.
After a few months considering this huge task, Rial almost developed a stomach ulcer before finally deciding to give up his much-loved career as a sports car journalist and devote himself fully to the task assigned to him by Yahweh. But it's for atheists, guys. The extraterrestrial whom he met. The alien he met was named God.
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Right.
I just casually met God. It was an alien.
Uh-huh. In a volcano
God
park in
was
France.
He'll pander too.
What if God was an alien?
Within the year following the encounter, he managed to print a book reporting about the event and appeared on 2 of the main TV and radio shows in France, announcing a public conference. First conference was held then, and then the association counted 170 members as of 1974. There are now more than 100,000 members in over 120 countries. My God.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's too many. Need a new play. Another new play. Be clear.
Now, you might think that this was the lone encounter that he had with alien God, right? No. On October 7, 1975, he had a second encounter and was given additional information recorded in his second book, also part of Intelligent Design, that you could buy at Amazon right now.
Oh, shit.
Oh boy.
Since that time...
Sign me the fuck up.
Making it big now. This is the way to fame and power. I'm gonna start a cult.
Unholy Reaper says it makes his head hurt, and Ryan Walters says, does Sonichu make a cameo in this?
Oh, I wish.
Oh boy. That would just make my day.
Just combine it with like dimensional merge shit, yeah.
He has also authored several books like Sensual Meditation, which is a central part of his teachings, Geniocracy, advocating for more intelligent management of the planet, and Yes to Human Cloning, explaining the possibility of becoming eternal and the beautiful future one can expect thanks to science.
I think that is.
Over the years, Real has inspired public actions, from his promotion of the use of condoms in schools and to the promotion of masturbation.
In schools?
Well, admittedly, there's some ambiguity there, but I don't think they meant
Can
in
you
school.
clarify?
Yeah, like, what, he uses the condoms, like, inside the school grounds? Or is this just, like, safe sex, yo?
The support of human cloning through the founding of CloneAid, to the promotion of GMO as the only chance for all human beings on Earth to have food. to the creation of Clitoraid, an association to help women who have been circumcised. Jen, you called it Clitoraid? Jesus Christ.
That sounds like something that I would.
Jeez, that man is this. No. No. I hadn't read that far into this before. Clitoraid? God damn it, man.
Clitoraid.
Like, I mean, female circumcision's
We
a
can
terrible
all get
thing,
behind
but just-
Clitoraid.
And like, look at him back there. He's just, oh yeah.
It sounds like Gatorade, but... Clits.
So many jokes, right? But
Someone needs to Photoshop, like, a bottle of Gatorade and just write Clitorade on it instead.
Seeming like here he is back in the day doing his sports car writing. But, you know, that didn't, you know, he was chosen for a greater purpose. And like they got their like alien saucer craft where you can like walk up. Like this is like one of their little monuments. Isn't this great? And it's got their little swastika, good Star of David thing working on it.
yes.
Well, that was the park where they, you know, anyway. The second contact. He was invited to travel into space and visit the planet of Elohim, where he met all the great prophets. Of course he did.
Wait,
Of course.
wait.
we
Who
knew-
are
we-
these great prophets.
We knew space travel was going to come into this eventually, am I right?
So glad that it did. I want to hear all about his journeys into the great abyss.
Oh, would you? Well, let's read more then. Let's but
Yes, please.
let's
I don't know why we wasted our time with the other cult. This is so much better.
On October 7th, 1975, Yahweh visited Real a second time. This time he was taken to the planet of the Eternals, which our ancient scriptures call paradise, where he met with humanity's past prophets and where he was given a set of keys, directions for humanity to live by. Much more was revealed about Real's purpose on Earth and the Elohim. The additional information recorded in his second book is now part of the book Intelligent Design. Available wherever fine craziness is sold.
Sorry, Amazon.
Right. You know what's actually a good resource? It's the Wikipedia page. The one I was just at. It's great. Because the realists have all shown up to like put information in, and I love that this is part of a series on the Realin movement. Look, they even got a little symbol. There's the little Elohim showing up with their little, isn't this great? They've got their own portal on Wikipedia.
Oh my god. That's how much shit they've gotten into. They have their own goddamn portal.
You can never take it too far.
Let's just jump down to their activism. The Realans are known for their social and political activism, specifically for women's rights, gay rights, opposition to racism, banning nuclear testing, and promoting genetically modified foods. They are also very much into topless rights for women.
Of course.
Okay.
Several Realan groups in the United States have organized annual protests claiming that women should have the same legal right to go topless in public that men enjoy without the fear of arrest for indecent exposure. Some have called this a public stunt to recruit members. Go Topless Day is their annual event, with women protesting topless except for nipple pasties to avoid arrest. It is held near August 26th, the anniversary of the day women were given the USA right to vote. Who wrote that? Jesus.
The USA.
I don't even know where to go from here. There's so much to talk about with the Rialans, man. They are just there's all kinds of like deprogramming that has to happen with these people, because once you've hung out with them for long enough, like you just
Yeah.
Other.
You just...
Wait, so they don't have like this like farm in the middle of nowhere in some foreign country where they can interfere at some point, where, you know, they raise people from birth to indoctrinate? Or are we not there yet? Are we working on that stage?
I'm they get a lot of comparisons to Nazism because of the way that they rank order people. That people in their movement are like given like intelligence tests, and you can only move up to. Ooh, there they all are hanging out. Oh, they're huge in Korea, by the way. Their biggest.
Of course they are.
their highest.
South Korea, right?
Yes.
Not North Korea.
Yeah,
Okay.
their highest concentration per capita is in South Korea. They're massive there. And Quinn, listen, I can like boobies without liking the Realis. They're not mutually inclusive to one another. That's the Order of Angels.
Do they discriminate amongst boob shapes, sizes, because then we're gonna.
Women only make up a third.
Only then.
Women only make up a third of the membership of the Rialan Church. In 1998, Rial established a new all-female group within the broader movement known as the Order of Rial's Angels, the members of which are trained to become the consorts of the Elohim, the aliens.
Elohim.
He stated that these women would be the only humans permitted contact with the Elohim after the latter arrive at Earth, and they would be the only people allowed to enter Elohim's embassy. He further adds that they would serve as Elohim's liaisons with human politicians, scientists, and journalists. Rial stated that it was only the women who could join angels because men were not feminine enough for the extremely gentle, delicate, and sensitive Elohim. Trans women were permitted entry. Rial praised one transsexual member for choosing to be a woman.
Mr. Trans included.
Right? Right?
Yeah, Polly, why don't you believe in atheist space Jesus? Nicholas Bailey.
Hold on. You think over what you just said. Why don't you believe in alien space Jesus? Atheist space Jesus.
Atheist space
Yes.
Jesus. The alien space would be.
The question that sort of answers itself. The Order of Rial's Angels is organized around a six-tiered structure, mirroring the six-tiered structure of the Rialan movement as a whole. Rial divides his angels into three groups: the white, the pink, and the golden ribbon. White angels wear white feathers on a necklace, can choose human lovers, and are tasked with operating in the world to attract more women to the Rialan movement. Pink angels wear a pink feather on the necklace and are considered by Rial to be the chosen ones who will become the consorts of Elohim. They are expected to live a sequestered life, initially in the Jardin des Professeurs community, and are expected to reserve their sexual activity for the extraterrestrials.
You can only fuck the aliens.
That's right.
Got it.
Save it for the aliens. There's no guarantee that they'll have penis.
The golden ribbon angels.
I'm saving myself for the aliens.
I'm gonna use that excuse.
The gold ribbon aliens are characterized by a gold cord worn around their neck. They are handpicked by Rial for their physical beauty and are described as being the first humans who will approach the Elohim on the latter's arrival at Earth. The pink and gold ribbon angels are expected to abstain from sexual activity with most other humans, but to receive instruction in alien lovemaking from Rial himself, as well as engaging in sexual acts alone or with other angels. no, I just...
How intense is this sexual instruction?
I mean, read between those lines and figure out what's going on. This guy has the world's biggest harem that he's broken up into different tier levels, and you have to come to him for secret instructions in alien sex. I mean...
Yeah.
Goals!
Fuck.
Ben is living his best life.
No
Why are you
shit.
him? A harem based around alien spaceship. I love to see it.
Oh my god.
Atheist space nuns. Yes, Nicholas Daly. You are on top of it.
Atheist.
So Unholy Reaper nailed it. It's like, so either with him or lesbian sex between each other. With him, too, I'm assuming. This guy is big pimping, like on a whole other fucking level.
Yes, it is.
Oh, I love this part. They are encouraged, they meaning is from here, are encouraged to limit their meat consumption and to avoid eating carbohydrates and sugars so as to maintain their physical beauty. They have proved useful in the group's public relations. Well, yeah, standing outside with just pasties on your nips. The order is also engaged in the selling of human ova on the internet, launching a website to do so in '99. You're selling what? Jesus Christ.
Oh. Hey, you want to run that one by me again, Chief?
I did not know about this part of this cult. I thought Rial was crazy enough on his own, but this Order of Angels shit, man, this is too much.
Wait, hang on. We need to explain to the chat what human ova is. Eggs.
Yeah.
Eggs.
Like female eggs. So like they're selling eggs online. Like how? I mean, do you actually have medical facilities to like? You could withdraw human like female eggs, yes, but like, did you actually dump the money into like medical facilities to accomplish this? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't see why not. We have everything else.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm just super curious about that too. It's like, how are you just doing it yourself in a really shady way, or is it like you're actually
It's
going
a
somewhere to do
turkey
that?
baster, but it's a curvy turkey baster. You see, in order to get into,
Oh my god.
in order to get all the way in there, you gotta have the curvature of the turkey baster be at just such an angle.
Uh-huh.
Actually, suck them ova out. It doesn't have to be that medically accurate or scientific. It just has to get done, you see.
Oh, I see.
I love Rial has instructed some women members to play a pro-sex feminist role within the Rialan Church. Rial's Girls is another group of women in the movement which are against the suppression of feminine acts of pleasure, including sexual intercourse with men or women. Rial's Girls consists solely of women who work in the sex industry. The world... he's a pimp! He's a fucking...
He is! Oh my god!
Of course it would be a Frenchman.
The women of Rial's Girls say there is no reason to repent for performing striptease or for being a prostitute. This organization was set up to, quote, support the choice of women who are working in the sex industry. He really is a pimp, like full on in every way.
Yeah. Yeah, in every conceivable way. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's their member hierarchy. Oh, there's a planetary guide associated with it. How nice.
Oh.
Helpful.
Yes.
I'm glad that's included.
I love this so much. This is great.
This was a golden nugget. This is a gem of a find here, Polly.
And
how deeply did you have to dig in order to find this?
Not very. I came across this by accident. They're big in Japan as well. God damn.
Oh my god.
Of course.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot because they're a UFO cult, right? They're starting and constructing UFO land in Las Vegas.
Oh wow. Okay.
Naturally.
Yeah, as you do.
As one does.
Yeah, like,
Holy fuck.
you know, seems logical.
Ryan Walters says, does this guy's name translate to Jack, right? This is like Jack's fantasy of just like, he's got a giant harem of Asian women that are
South
just there to
Korean
have
sex.
sex with him, you know?
Right.
Whew. Yeah, this is a fun group to look in. Yeah, there, see, look, UFO land. So they're really big in Quebec because the French thing, I'm gathering.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
maybe.
you see Quebec come up again and again. There's a long article and there's so much information online. Like they're not exactly, like you said, like how far did you have to dig to find this, right, Weebs? But not very. It's this group is surprisingly large and long-standing. Consider, yeah, and who the fuck's ever heard of them?
I've never heard. This is the first I'm hearing of them.
Ugh.
Sensual meditation.
Oh boy,
Oh.
I want to hear about this.
Sensual
Let's go.
meditation begins with a relaxation exercise known as harmonization avec infini. Harmonization with the infinite. One stage of this process is oxygenation, which entails deep breathing.
Of your wound space?
Well, I'm sure that's included. Practitioners are taught to relax and then envision themselves expanding their frame of reference until the self becomes only a tiny speck in the universe. They are
I
then
bet that's not the only thing they're expanding.
They are then tasked with visualizing the bones and organs of the body and ultimately the atoms within the body itself. Palmer quoted one senior Realian as describing the cosmic orgasm as the central experience of unity between the self and the universe. Aw, yeah.
Like, okay.
Don't worry about it. It's not.
All right. All right.
The main ritual in realism is the transmission of the cellular plan, in which a Realian guide places their hands on another individual's head, through which the guide is believed to receive the individual's cellular code and then telepathically transmit it to the Elohim. Wow.
Colin, don't die.
Okay.
Yeah, please don't die.
No COVID for you.
The Realian calendar, the Realian calendar begins with the nuclear bombing of Hiroshima on the 6th of August, 1945. Why?
Why?
I'm confused. What?
Why?
The aliens tell you to do this? Does it go into detail about why?
No, it just says that, like, okay.
The way that it be?
Each year after this date is referred to as AH, or after Hiroshima.
We're going for it.
Holy fuck. The Realians celebrate 4 religious festivals each year, each one marking one of Real's encounters or revelations from the Elohim. Why? The guy's obviously full of shit. What is the point in this whole, like, what's the affirmation? What's the joy? What's the thing that the members are getting out of it? I don't understand this at all.
It's not
Yeah,
really an answer that they're looking for in terms of the bigger picture, and that's usually is that adhere to may not make sense all.
So boo, Ryan Walters. It all started with a big bang.
Of course it does.
It, as related to the symbol, Real stated that it was the symbol he originally saw in the hull of the Elohim spaceship. Space Nazis. that are also space Jews, I guess. I don't know. Whatever.
Okay, can't forget about those space Jews.
But they do have a swirly variant, as you can see here.
Oh, well, that's nice. It doesn't help though.
Yeah.
Like, it still vaguely looks like.
I don't know. I think we've done the Realans justice, and in case you didn't know of them before, well, you're welcome.
Now you do.
Yeah.
Now you do.
So you know about the Hebrew Israelites and their insanity, and they're, coming to a city near you soon, and the Realans are...
Already there.
So glad that you showed me everything I could have hoped it would. More.
I have seen Iron Sky go Kato. The Space Nazis on the moon. Yeah, hilarious. It was great fun. There it is. I don't know. We've been streaming for long enough, and I gotta go use the bathroom, and I think we've been on long enough.
Oh.
Well, we wanted to do a short stream because we did a double bar stream, so it's
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
We should do it again, and we should drag somebody else into this. Does anyone else have a bar themed stream? Anyone?
AAA?
Oh yeah, we should drag Sinatra into this.
I don't know. Do you really want to bring AA members into?
She has a point.
Bye. Yes, let's corrupt them.
I honestly,
Would we be corrupting them?
I honestly think Sinatra and Drunkle and Ghastly would have got the biggest laughs out of the Realans, man. They would.
I honestly, yeah, I think they would have too.
All right, so there it is. Ed, so this is the time for last call. If you had any last minute questions or anything, now would be the time to do it. But in the meantime, wow, I really have drank a lot in the past while. I wasn't paying attention to how much I was imbibing. Jesus. And
Maybe you should pay attention to that.
well, look who's talking, Miss Free Pour. At least I measure my drinks.
What? I can eyeball it. It's fine.
Uh-huh. That's it.
I don't see the issue here.
It's a national tradition, eyeballing liquor. We pour with we pour with a lead hand down under. Polly, have you ever had plum sake? I have, actually. I've had actual plum wine, like Japanese plum wine is really good, and plum sake is good as well. I've had them both. I'm one of those guys that doesn't, I know it's become like real trendy to drink sake cold, like unlike the traditionally drinking it warm. I still like it warm. Warm rice wine's really, really good. Whatever, man. I live as my taste buds see fit. All right, I want to thank everybody who came along and hung out with us tonight, especially if you hopped bars and came back 78 years to hang out with us here at the Noir Bar from Cocktail Hour. Yeah, that's it. I want to thank Far and Weibo for keeping me company at the bar. I want to thank Evolved Potato for putting all of our links in chat. Check out Far's merch link. Buy her shit.
Buy my shit.
Yeah, man. And finally, I really want to thank everybody who tipped the bartender. That's how we keep the bar open. And I'm going to be opening the back room later on. I've got it finished. It's all the renovations down there. If you see that door down at the end of the bar, that leads to the not VIP room exactly, just the smaller back room bar. When I'm going to do like really late night streams, when I'm in the mood to stream at like 5 o'clock in the morning, I'll invite everybody back into the smaller room with it's couches and wood panels. It looks a lot like it does out here, just cozier. So yeah, your tips support keeping that up. And what's coming up next month, ladies?
The end of the world.
What? How the fuck did you two chime in unison like that? That was weird. No, my birthday, for Christ's sake. And my birthday does not herald the end of the world.
That's not as
that's my
enjoyable. Although I'm glad that we said that at the same time. I think it's important.
I don't know if you guys remember last year's Noir Bar stream that I did on my birthday, and I got blind stinking drunk.
You don't.
Well, no, I don't remember it. No, but it was. What was it, like 5.5 hours or something like that? Lots of people showed up. Monkey was there. Sinatra was there.
Shot number what was it?
What's that?
It's like you kept taking like this is shot number, and I forget what the number was. But you kept repeating that same number.
I'm told it was shot number 12. That I had shot number 12 4 times. I don't remember that, and frankly, I think it's just a story.
Right.
I have not gone back and listened to that story. It's still up on my channel, but it's I don't want to hear it. But I do have one story that I've been saving. One particular thing that is so funny that I was just gonna put on Noir Bar, and I'm like, nope. Birthday stream's a little bit away, and Weebo's already put it on her Google Calendar.
I have.
Yep, marked it off. So
Penciled in.
it's like a Vault Potato remembers the number. Good for you. That's a long-time viewer right there. So yeah, hopefully there'll be a lot of people available. I don't know, what is that? A Monday, a Tuesday, something? Weebo?
You know, I don't keep it on my screen all the time, right?
Oh, I can check out.
Is, I want to say...
It's a Monday.
Is it a Monday?
Yeah, it's a Monday. Oh, if it's a Monday, we'll be able to have Dax come on and shit. Sweet. Because
Boy.
with his work schedule, he's actually available on Mondays. That'll be cool. So I'm gonna try and get as many people to come by as possible. We might have to end up doing it on a separate day if other people are only available then. We'll see. I just had a lot of fun last year, so much so that I can barely remember it. In any case, thank you to everybody who tipped. Thank you to Far and Weebo for keeping me company at the bar. Thank you for everybody who came in, and everybody have a good night. And as we always say about this time, you don't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell out of here.